to study efficiently and effectively. This video is for anyone at any age who wishes to pick up a few more tips in order to study in a better, more efficient and effective way. I'm Miriam from Precious Time, and I would like to share with you the tips that have helped me throughout my learning journey. Now, learning and studying is not only exclusive to school, college, and once our degrees are done, we stop studying, right? We are continuously studying in order to stay up to date with everything that happens around us in our industry and the world, to stay connected and to stay informed. Studying not only helps us be productive, but it also entertains us. And I truly believe studying one new thing a day keeps the doctor away. I kid you not. So we are continuously seeking, studying and learning. And I found these tips that I'm going to share with you truly helped me in picking up information in a more efficient and effective way. So are you ready? Stay with me. Tip number 1, know what type of learner you are. According to the VARK learning model, we have 4 types of learners or learning styles: visual, auditory, reading, writing, and kinesthetic. If you don't know what type you are, I've left you a link down below. Check it out and you can find out what type of learner you are. Now, as the names imply, visual is they need to learn through visual, maybe diagrams, photos, graphs, and that's how they learn. Auditory, they need to learn through listening. So maybe audios or recording notes would help them in studying and learning more. And then we have reading, writing. Again, as the name implies, it's taking notes, and that's how they learn. And personally, this is my learning technique. I have to write down notes in order to be able to retain the information. And I like the old-fashioned way where I write down my notes using a pen and a notebook, because I feel the transfer of energies between my hand and between my brain, it kind of helps me retain the information, connect with the information, and kind of memorize it more. So I like to take notes, and that's how I learn and I retain my information. And the 4th type of learning, according to the VARK's model, is the kinesthetic, and these learners have to be hands-on, and that's how they learn. So they are very good in science, in labs, and all that. So once you know what type of learner you are, you will know how you can maximize this gift and start learning in a better, more efficient and effective way. Tip number 2 to studying efficiently and effectively is to know your personality preference. What's the best time during the day for you to study? Are you a morning person? Are you an afternoon person? Would you prefer to study at night? So you should really utilize on your natural gifts. Some people prefer to study in the evening, and they feel that's when they're mostly focused and mostly ready to absorb information. Some people are morning people. Some people have different lifestyles and they need to study maybe in the afternoon. As long as you know what is your personality preference, how you can utilize that, and what is the best studying time for you, this will tremendously remove a lot of stress and pressure from your studying time. The 3rd tip would be to remove totally and completely distraction. So no devices, no TV on, no social media next to you. Just designate an hour or 2 to totally and completely study. Because when you start distracting yourself, whether with TV or with the phone or checking your emails or all that, it just takes away the quality from studying, and then you would start to take more time. And honestly, you're just wasting your time. You don't really feel you're fully focused and ready to retain the information you're reading. The 4th tip to studying efficiently and effectively is to absolutely refrain from multitasking. If you've done my courses before or workshops, or you've seen my other videos, you would know that I totally do not like multitasking, and I feel it just drains our time. It makes us lose focus and concentration, and it's such a major time waster. So no multitasking. 1 good quality hour is better than 5 interrupted, distracted multitasking hours. So all you have to do is focus at one thing at a time, and truly I believe the task at hand will be done in a much better manner. When you multitask, everything involved in your multitasking is done poorly because you cannot focus on many things at the same time and do a good job. So, no multitasking. The fifth tip is to always aim to start early. So you work now and you play later. This is a major concept I always use in all of my time management workshops and all my time management courses. Always work now and play later. So if you have to turn in a project, or you have to do an exam, or you have to study for whatever, do not leave everything to like 24 hours before the deadline. Always aim to start early, and that way you will not be stressed. You will take the information in very productively, very nicely, and they stay in your long-term memory instead of just bombarding your memory with all the information just hours before you need to submit a project or submit a test or whatever. So always aim to start early, therefore you have a lot of time to study efficiently and effectively. Tip number 6 would be to finish easy tasks or assignments or studying or projects first. So finish the easy stuff first. Contrary to a lot of other concepts, sometimes they say finish the hard ones first, tackle them first. No, I like to finish the easy ones first. Why? Because when you complete the easy ones, right, you're done, they're easy, you're done so quickly. It sends a signal to the brain where it releases a nice happy hormone, because our brain loves completion. So once you have a stack of simple tasks or simple homework or simple assignments that have been completed, you are in a much better mood. You feel accomplished. You really feel productive. So then the hard one, you can just sit there knowing you finished all the easy ones, so you can sit and focus on your hard part of studying. So always aim to study the first easy stuff first, and then move into the more complex topics or projects or assignments. Tip number 7 is to divide hard tasks or assignments or studying material into smaller segments. So when you look at it as a big picture, you might feel overwhelmed or feel it's too complex to tackle. But then when you divide it into smaller, simpler segments, you feel you would approach it in a better, more effective and efficient way. So always try to divide and segment the big topic into simpler, smaller topics. Tip number 8, always motivate yourself and then reward yourself upon completion. Always acknowledge the hard work you're doing and kind of congratulate yourself that you are hanging in there and you're doing an awesome job. And you reward yourself, it could be anything. You promise yourself you're going to take a break, or maybe you can go have your cup of coffee, or maybe you can, do something that you truly love. Maybe you can exercise, or, So when you feel there's a reward waiting for you at the end, you feel more motivated to finish whatever you have decided to complete. The 9th tip, and this is the final tip I have for you, is always take breaks. Now, I don't mean the long, unproductive breaks. No, take 5 minutes breaks if you feel you need it. You just stand up, stretch a bit, maybe walk around, and come back to your task. It gives you a refreshed kind of energy, and it helps you to endure the whole process of studying and learning. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you try all the tips that I shared with you. Share with me your thoughts, your suggestions, and your questions, and let me know how this is working out for you and if you found any value in these tips. If you liked this video, then kindly like my channel and subscribe to it so you will always be updated with my latest videos. I also encourage you to check out the rest of my videos. It's all about time management and self-growth and all these lovely modalities that help us evolve and grow. Until next time, take care.